Hello and welcome to High Performance Imports V8 Commentary Part 2. This is in Hokkaido, the North Island of Japan. I went up there to see the Sapporo Auto Salon, but it turned out to be a pretty small event. The good thing though is that the next day they had a drag and drift event at Shiraoi Car Land. Unfortunately, that's one of the many Japanese tracks that are now closed. Even when I was there, the track was in pretty bad condition, so I'm not surprised that it deteriorated to the point that they couldn't use it. Getting snowed on every year for several months probably doesn't help.
Is much smaller than the Tokyo show, but you get to see some cars that don't make it to the other auto salons. This pink S15 from Cruise is a good example. Cruise are hoping it'll be the first rear-wheel drive car to do a 56-second lap at Tsukuba. The next day, it was one of many show cars displayed in the pits at Shiraoi Car Land. This racetrack on the southern coast of Hokkaido was used for drift demonstrations and even some drag racing passes after the show. Many local drifters came along to join in on the drift demonstrations. Some cars definitely weren't entered in the glamour part of the show. The strangest drag battle saw a V12 Century and a V8 SEMA from Junction Produce barreling down the main straight. It's not often you see 2-ton cars on a drag strip. Daijiro is the famous top-speed driver for Option magazine in Japan. To see if he can drift too, they put him in an SR20 powered Z32.
So clearly the answer is no, he cannot drift. He had a bit of a checkered history as a top speed driver too, in fact, although his real job was being the owner of Option magazine.
Apparently not, but there were plenty of other drivers there who can. The more powerful cars really pump out the smoke, especially on the sweeper leading onto the straight. It's bad manners not to spin when your teammate does. Ideally, you should both spin together. The crowd favourite was this S13 Silvia. It had plenty of power, so it really shredded the rear tyres.
Okay, that's it for a very short segment of High Performance Imports V8. I had been hoping to get a lot more content at that event, but there really wasn't all that much going on. Anyway, I'll be back soon with part 3.